Welcome everyone, my name is Echo. Today we are reviewing the Pop-Ups add-on created by Fingermaps. It is priced at 490 Minecraft coins. That's £2.49. This add-on is $3. Very mixed opinions in the community with a 3.1 star out of 5 with 15 ratings so far. 33% have been a 5-star, 27 have been a 3 and a 2, and 13 have been a 1. Let's find out why. According to the creators, this introduces over 40 brand new structures. There is also going to be new bosses that can be found inside of them. So after setting up today's add-on and doing a little bit of testing, I figured out very quickly why people gave this negative feedback. It is an NPC creative issue only. And when we get to that point, I'll explain how to fix it. So once you do have this installed in a new or pre-existing world, you'll be given the pop-ups guide. Go ahead and place this on a lectern. It says, design your dream city with pop-ups. Place and explore over 40 new structures. Use new tools and transportation and meet 3 new villager NPCs. Can you defeat all 3 bosses? Now, on the next page, it starts to explain how to make the basic blueprints. We need to start off with the Carpenter, the Stonemason, and the Arborist. It doesn't seem that this add-on is creative friendly, and let me show you the issue people were having. For the first one, when it comes to logs, it can be any kind of log. It just needs to be one piece of paper in the middle, and it's like a diamond shape. On this occasion, we were given the Carpenter hut. Now, you need to go ahead and place this down. Now, one thing I will say about this add-on that I liked is that the builds are more subtle and kind of resemble what I would build, and I'll show you. So if you place this down, it's going to show you the area that this is going to build in. I kind of like this, but if you tap on this, it brings up the NPC dialogue box. Now, this only happens if you're in creative mode. So little Jimmy, who might be like 8, 9, 10 years old, who's downloaded this, wants to build some really cool structures, wants to do it in his creative world, is struggling to understand that you need to go to /game mode S. Once you're in survival, tap on this again. It says, are you sure you want to place this structure? Blocks in the way might be deleted. So for anyone doing this in pre-existing worlds, be careful. But we're just going to go ahead and hit yes. And obviously this structure has generated. We've had this issue with a couple of the add-ons in the past, like the SpongeBob one, when I was checking it out in creative mode. Anyway, there are 3 brand new NPCs. A brand new house is going to spawn, by the way. Go ahead and tap on him. We are now able to get more types of blueprints. So from him, we can get the empty Carpenter hut, farmhouse blueprint 1, wooden house blueprint 1, the ship blueprint 1, and also a chainsaw. This is going to be the exact same for the other 2 as well. So let's get these crafted. When it comes to the one with saplings, this can be done with any sapling. If you open up the crafting table, you'll see them inside of here. We'll go with the mason first, and then we'll go with this. So once again, you are going to have to place this down in survival. Again, it's going to tell you the area. I'm not necessarily happy with that, so we're going to tap on no, pick this back up. I kind of want to put these somewhat on the same level. I'm happy with that one. Go ahead and tap and then hit yes. Now, I liked this one because I did it near a village and villagers were actually going inside of here. So like I said, they're more subtle builds rather than giant mansions. They're kind of aimed towards more at the survival aspect. Now, inside is going to be, oh, yep, a sheep in the floor. But also, there's going to be a stonemason. He has a lot of different trades, including dungeons. And the last one is going to be the arborist. This one is going to be a tree house. Again, I really liked the design of this. Really simple and easy to use. Get up here, tap on him, and as you can see, we have a whole bunch of things you're able to make. Strangely enough, also a lifeboat, and these don't have anything inside of them. Let's check out the Carpenter blueprint builds. There are only 4 of these, but you also get yourself a chainsaw. As you would have guessed, this is used as a tree chopper. So let's put this to a test. We'll start with the most simple of saplings, being a regular oak. So can this chop this down all in one? Not a problem at all. Let's try something more obscure, like a cherry tree, for example. Does it work for this one? Yes, it does. Okay, that's good to see. And the biggest challenge is always going to be a jungle tree. As you guys know, this one's even more obscure. Let's break this down. And yes, it chopped down every single block. So I'm curious if the empty Carpenter blueprint is going to look like that one, or it's going to be slightly different. Let's hit yes. Okay, so it's the exact same, apart from it's going to be empty, so you can kind of do your own design. Okay, I guess so. I guess. All right, yeah, so absolutely nothing inside of here. I mean, basically, it's the exact same, but it just doesn't have the NPC inside of there. I mean, kind of a waste, to be honest. I kind of liked having him inside. Next one, this is... I actually don't know what the build is, but like I said, they're more subtle, and I can see people building small villages with these. This is kind of the sized house that I would build, so it seems very relatable for me. And if you like to build on a more subtle, smaller scale, then I would highly recommend this. I like it a lot. Okay, let's go to the next one. This is going to be your farmhouse. Trying to make sure... Okay, so that one's perfect, I guess. Might stick off the edge over there, but we should be okay. Again, they fit perfectly next to each other. I'm liking the pattern as well. I always get inspiration from this because I honestly... I am terrible at building in Minecraft, so I really appreciate stuff like this. Oh, it even comes with a farm. Oh, that's nice. Okay, the last one we have here is going to be a ship. I feel like we should probably put this on some water. And to answer your question, you can actually place it on water. So if you... Oh, let's go and get it. If you have any problems, you should be okay. Tap it there, right-click, hit yes. And as you can see, this fits quite perfectly. One thing I would like to say is that this, honestly, the way the placement works is brilliant in this. I would definitely love to have seen more ship designs. One slight issue, though, on the inside, blocks actually become waterlogged. I mean, to be fair, I kind of like it, but obviously that's not meant to happen. Next, we do have the empty mason. I'm not going to go ahead and place that one down, but we will go ahead and check out the rest of these. These actually do come with levels. So there is an upgrading system in this one. It also features a dungeon, which I'm yet to see. So the first one we have here is going to be a secure base. Now, this one... Okay, so this one's on a much bigger scale. So we're going to move this. I feel like here might be the perfect place. Let's right-click. Let's get this summoned. Okay. I mean, how do I get inside of here? Some of them do have bosses, so I'm trying to be really careful because I don't know which one does have the boss. This isn't to my kind of taste, but again, if you were doing some kind of roleplay, RP kind of server, then this would make sense. Now, obviously, when it comes to these add-ons, the whole point of me to do them is to try and break them. So I wanted to see what happened if I summon this on top of a pre-existing build. So the one that you summon next is obviously going to try and be the more dominant one. But again, kind of on the smaller scale. I like that. We then do go onto a castle, which I'm guessing is going to be much bigger. To be fair, it's not too much bigger. It's more on a smaller kind of scale rather than anything else. I like this build. This is really, really cool. So maybe people were expecting bigger builds. I think they've catered for more like villager style things that you could probably build in like a day or two in a brand new world. And then we have a fountain. So this is only small. So this, okay, I wish I could lower that down a bit. I wish I could lower that down. That might have been better if I had broken like 1 or 2 pieces of grass. Skyscraper. Okay, so a lot taller than anything else. Let's hit submit with this one. This one's really, really long. So I feel like you could use this more as a hotel. One thing I am going to say, though, is they don't have a rotation option. I feel like if you could rotate the builds, this probably would have been a little bit more enjoyable. This is obviously going to be completely empty, and the whole aim of this is for you as a player to actually design them. I found this one fascinating, a strip mine. Let's see what this produces. Now, unexpected. I gotta be honest with you. Very unexpected. If we go to / game mode spectator here, there's nothing below. So, very unexpected. This is also going to be another one. Let's enable this one as well. Yeah, I mean, just like, I don't know. Really, really unexpected. I think you are aimed to do this underground. So let's do that real quick. Okay, we'll try it again. I'm going to hit submit here. Yeah, you're aimed at doing this down below in a cave. We'll do one more here. So this is the other one. Yeah, okay. I kind of do like that. But again, it's just lacking in full explanation. There should be recommendations. We recommend doing it above ground or stuff like that. This is a mine shaft. So this is going to be, I'm guessing, on a bigger scale. Maybe? Yes? Yes. So this is very similar to what we've just done, but they're not very big. These ones aren't very big. I would understand if these were a little bit bigger, but I get the concept, and I definitely do appreciate what they are trying to do. There's also going to be a dungeon. My guess would be this has to be placed underground, but again, there is no knowledge of this. Let's go to / game mode creative here, because there is something inside of here. Oh, this is really cool. Anything inside of these? Okay, so it does generate with some items. I like this. I'm yet to see these kind of designs. So, wait, is that a blueprint too? Ooh, okay. So blueprints can spawn naturally as well. I haven't actually seen any of the bosses, so maybe they can't be featured in these kind of builds. But this is something I appreciate. I really do. The last ones we have in terms of basics, again, the regular huts. We're not going to mess around with that one, but we will grab these 3. There's also a boat, which again has been classed as just getting around in your water a little bit faster. This and the chainsaw, unexpected, but I guess they just wanted to add a couple of extra things to your world. They don't really have too much benefit for me, but there's only 3 of these, and this is going to be trees, right? They're smaller trees, especially if you struggle with building them. Found it a bit strange to have these in here, but again, we're going to leave these on, and I want to do another test here. Oh, that's pretty cool. I want to do a test, and that is because, do we have these all the way up? I already have the tick rate up, because I wanted to see if they would decay. Some of the add-ons we checked out before, the leaves decayed. On this occasion, they don't, and they did a good job. The next part of this add-on talks about upgrades, because by default, you're only given tier 1. There is also a tier 2 and a tier 3. Obviously, we've had the lifeboat, the chainsaw. We're now going to check out the dungeons. Apparently, it says the dungeon bosses only happens at tier 3. So to get tier 1, you need iron in this shape with a tier 1. So you can see here, we have the tier 1 here. If we grab both of these, we'll do the gold one as well. Open up your crafting table, and then you're able to make this one. And then obviously you'll be able to make the next one. But you do have to use the iron one as well. But I honestly have no idea what the differences are. So we'll place this down. So we'll check it out for the first time here. Okay. So this one's going to give you a much better base. Okay. Which then tells me if we grab the tier 3, I think if I remember correctly, this one has like lava around it. But again, you have to go ahead and change your game mode. So let's try this one. This is the tier 3. So this one, yes. So this is where it goes for all like the most secure bases. I think we've all seen that trend on YouTube before. We go to game mode creative again. Let's see if there's anything different inside of this one. Okay. It's just meant to be a so-called better base. So there is a lot of tier 2s, and we'll start with the tier 2s here. This is going to be the house. Oh, I think we just killed a horse. I'm guessing it might have more things inside of it. Does seem slightly bigger on scale as well. Castle. Now, this is going to be an interesting one because I actually liked the castle build before. Let's try this one. Oh, yeah, you can definitely see how this is. No, wait, it doesn't feel It doesn't feel bigger. It doesn't feel bigger. Interesting. I'm going to summon the dungeon this time above ground, though. See what actually happens. Spectator. Yeah, so it's just the same as before. Although it does have this going on this time. I don't think that was available last time. The fountain just gets bigger and better. The tree, is that going to be bigger and better? Yes, it is. Floating islands, bigger and better this time. Yes. Okay. So I'm starting to see more changes with the level 2, which obviously means with level 3. Oh, I like that. Oh, yeah. It's a much bigger farm than before. Much bigger than before. Let's get inside. Yeah. Okay. So this one's been upgraded slightly as well. Yeah. So not massive differences with the... Wait, do we have 2 fountains? Is this the same one? Surely not. It is the exact same one. Okay. So not huge differences. For the tier 1 to tier 2, I think tier 3... Oh, better ship. Better ship? Better ship. Yes, definitely. But what I will say is I would definitely be able to build myself a functional town or if not a city using these. I really, really like this add-on. And again, I'm struggling to understand why people have given this such a negative feedback, unless it's just the issue that I explained. So let's check out the tier 3s. These are not necessarily bigger, but are meant to be designed much better. Check this one out compared to the other one. So this time it has an upstairs, because I remember the bed was kind of over there. This time it has a second level. Well, obviously getting these is going to take you a little bit longer. Castle blueprint, again, something else I'm interested in. Okay, that is definitely on a much bigger scale this time. Definitely seems a lot bigger and bulkier. And there's more going on inside of here. Also, I really like the king chair. The dungeons blueprint. This, I'm guessing, is going to produce a boss. Okay, so I managed to find the boss. And he does like a Hulk smash. He's actually really cool. But he's one of 3 bosses, I believe. But even these attacking him. Let's see. Okay, so we managed to kill him. I don't think he... Oh, he does drop things. Ah, the book did say that's how you can get the chainsaw. And then, obviously, you can also get these as well. Although the chainsaw being a drop isn't exactly very exciting, considering you can get this just from the first Carpenter trader or whatever offer we had first. Let's see what happens if we make this slightly float. Or does it actually blend in the terrain? It does. And this is obviously a much better house. The houses for me have been 10 out of 10. And I really do appreciate them. For me personally, I would probably use these in like a flat world. And then take the designs and build them myself. That's cool. That's meant to be the floating islands one. You can make some really cool Sky Island bases with this. The tree. How much bigger can the trees get? Okay, they just keep making them bigger. Castle. Did we already check this one out? Yeah, we already did check that one out. I think that's because it was dropped by the boss. Yeah, I think we've already seen that as well. Fountain. How much better can the fountain get? It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. I liked the first one. This is a little bit too much for me. Leafy tree. Yeah, the trees, I'll be honest, the trees are probably my least favorite. The fountain, again, we've already seen that one. House skyscraper. Because this was the biggest one. Yeah, it gets even bigger. Hold on, let's go to / game mode C and get a closer look at this one. Dude, this thing is huge. Absolutely huge. But they're all empty, so you are able to design them interiorly for your own satisfaction. / game mode S. The last one we have is going to be a ship. And this one, once again, is going to be even bigger. I don't have too many complaints with this add-on. I think it definitely needs some form of quality of life update. But besides that, the creators did a good job. The problem is the NPC stuff, and a lot of people get confused. And I did when I first checked it out and had that issue. I had to speak to Microsoft themselves. I was like, hey, why do I keep getting this? And they were like, it's because you're in creative. So not necessarily creative supported, but is definitely survival friendly. I would honestly recommend this add-on for the price that it is available for.